Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. This is the market beast, Napoleon Macro. I've discovered a highly probable buy-in opportunity on the US30. That's right. Now, this might be a little bit contradicting to our last video post. However, I think I found something interesting that I would like to explore with you all. So let's get into that buy-in opportunity level that I don't think is going to happen soon. Eventually, I'll give you more details here. So let's get right into it, guys. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for sticking around, loyal subscribers. Let's dive right into the charts here. So today is January the 6th, 2025, and the current price of the US30, $42,628.11, fluctuating slightly positive 0.06%. for the day. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, quick credentials check. If you are new visiting with us, I am one of the only, I have to start saying that, guys, because no one's given me proof of anything otherwise. So I'm one of the only people or persons on YouTube, or in the world rather, calling for a $41,000 US30 all the way as far back as 2 years ago, guys. December the 16th, 2021, we were speculating higher prices, bullish targets. So now that that credentials check is out of the way, here's what we discovered on the chart of the US30. As we found moves to the upside, we're going to use them, we're going to refer to them as the first impulse down to the yellow line, which is the 0.382. So I'll get into more details here. So basically what I want everyone to understand is that I don't see a market crash. So let's just get that out of the way first and foremost. As far as a market crash, maybe it'll happen eventually. When we get to that point, I'll let everyone know. But right now, I'm seeing a potential buy-in opportunity if the market moves lower. So the reason why I said I don't think the buy-in opportunity will be coming soon is because hopefully I'll leave a link right now. On our previous video post, we explored a specific range where we think the buyers are stepping in, and it will likely move the markets up to and possibly through the $44,400 level. Now, I don't know how long that will take. We're starting off with 3 weeks, our infamous 3 weeks. As long as that little range that we went over can hold, then it's likely we'll see that price level income eventually here, right? As long as that range, I think the range was like 41.8 up to 42.6. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, guys. But that is the short-term buy range. And if that plays out, great. Now, the information that I want to show you on this video is according to the data that I'm seeing here on TraderView.com, it looks as if every single time the market has an impulse to the upside, that first impulse to the downside actually goes perfectly down to the 0.382 level. So the yellow line that you're seeing here represents the 0.382. It comes down to that level perfect. And then it makes its next move revisiting the previous highs or exceeding the previous highs, one or the other. But I do think inevitably it will present a wonderful buy-in opportunity if, I'm pretty confident that it will happen. So when it makes its way down to the 0.382. Now, if you're seeing the arrows on the chart there, just simply represents where I'm measuring my Fibonacci retracement level. Let me just kind of pull this so you guys can actually see where I'm actually, measuring it from. So I measure it from the green arrow up to that red arrow right around there. Pardon or enjoy any noises you're hearing in the background. So that's how I'm able to get these levels. If you're seeing, the critics, if you guys are seeing this little discrepancy, it appears to be a discrepancy area here where I'm measuring it, and it actually goes through that 0.382 level. Remember, the only thing I'm measuring is the first impulse down. So let me just explain to make sure we're all on the same page. If you guys are kind of new to this price action gibberish, when the market is moving up, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. I'm talking about that first impulse to the downside that perhaps exceeds the previous higher low and it moves lower. Does that make sense? So that's what I mean when I say the first impulse round, the first biggest move percentage wise to the downside. So that's basically what I mean when I say the first impulse. All right, after a run up. All right. So that's pretty much what I've done with the arrows that you're seeing, the green arrow in comparison to the red arrow. Well, not really a comparison. I'm just measuring from the green arrow, right, to the red arrow. Let me see if I could just erase it and just show you live here. Just to make sure we're on the same page. So the green arrow here and that, just like that. Okay. So you see how it goes. So I measured from this green arrow here at about $10,674. And then I measured it all the way up to this red arrow here at about $18,433-ish. And again, it comes right on beautifully down to that 0.382 level on that Fibonacci retracement. So that's what we're looking at, folks. I do think that eventually it will have a beautiful buy-in opportunity. And obviously we haven't gone through like each and every one, but just, just kind of trust me on this at least, that everything is measured out precisely. And it's likely that in the worst case scenario, I'm not saying the markets are going to go down, guys. I'm sticking to what I said on our last video post. I think the market is setting up for a buy, and we're going to reach and possibly exceed that 44.4 level. And whatever happens from there, just got to revisit the charts. All right. But again, in the worst case, just 30. Let me give you the level. $38,700. Worst case scenario, inevitable revisit and a buying reaction at that level if and when, or when and if it happens. All right. So I definitely want to leave you guys out on that one level, 38,000 and about 800-ish, 700-ish dollars, 38.7, 38.8K. If that level is there's a slow methodical move down to that level. Not tomorrow. If it's like there tomorrow, no, that's way too fast. No. And I don't think that's going to happen, guys. So hopefully I'm clear, right? It sounds like I'm going back and forth, but I'm not. 38.7. Just leave it at that. 38.7. Inevitable bounce at that level. If over time, let's just say a month or 2 or 3, up to 6 months, a year, if it slow methodically reaches that level, that is a buy-in opportunity in your sim account. So hopefully I explained that well, and it was straightforward, not all over the place. All right. That's how we're going to end the video out, guys. So that's the information. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully it looks good. And if you don't mind doing me a huge favor before you go, by simply leaving an appropriate thumb, I'd appreciate it. Or I actually want to see that little thumb at the bottom when I say this. Probably the first time I've ever said this. Leave a like on the video. Hopefully it lit up and everything. I love when it does that. All right, so leave an appropriate thumb on the video if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video and the channel. Thank you for your support, ears and support. If you guys are new, we also explore the alternative market, Bitcoin, Dogecoin for now. So you can kind of join us here on this interesting journey, and we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy before you enter the market. All right. Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon, and bye for now. Guys and gals.